Okay, so welcome, gentlemen. Today we're going to be looking at posting. We're going to basically be posting from the Creditors Journal. And we all now know that that's the book when we as a company buy on credits and we buy from other companies. We then put it into the Creditors Journal to show how much money we now owe. So Creditors Journal basically is a liability, and we're going to be posting this Creditors Journal into the general ledger. Okay, so first of all, let's have a look at the Creditors Journal. Just to recap, there's the doc number. That's basically the invoice number that will be given to you by the people that you're buying on credit from. This is the day it's going to happen on. This is the creditor, the person that we bought on credits from. The creditors control basically will tell us how much money we now owe on credits. So this is our liability. This is going to be the money that we owe other people. Obviously, if we buy something on credits, we're either buying equipment, we're either buying trading stock, consumable stores, which is an expense, gentlemen, and stationery, which is also an expense, or any other random things that could go into sundry accounts. So let's have a look at the first transaction. Okay, so document number is X4. Okay, that's what was given to us by Sparky & Co. on day number 9. We bought something for 400 Rand, and this thing happens to be trading stock. Okay, so on day number 15, we went to Macro Supplies. We bought something for 2,000 Rand, and that thing was constituted of equipment of 1,200 Rand and stationery of 800 Rand. So both of these obviously make the 2,000 Rand liability that we now have. So this is the amount of money we owe. So if I had to ask you right now, gentlemen, how much money do we owe after these two transactions? We owe 2,400 Rand. Yeah, that's right. Okay, and we've bought equipment, we've bought trading stock, and we've bought stationery with this money. Last transaction. Okay, on the 24th, Alco Services, this is the people that we bought from. We bought something for 190 Rand, and that thing was consumable stores. Okay, so you then have your final balances, so your creditors control. Essentially, we owe people 2,590, but we've now got equipment with 1,200 Rand and trading stock with 400 Rand and consumable stores with 190 Rand, and finally stationery with 800 Rand. So the point of this video is how do we now post these things? How do we post these things over into our general ledger? Okay, so the folio numbers that you see popping up at the bottom here, those are the numbers that we know this is where all these transactions are going to. So our creditors control will be going to B7, our equipment B1, trading stock B2, and so on. Okay, so let's have a look at the general ledger. Okay, as I said, creditors control will be going to B7. So what's happened with creditors control? First of all, just going back, this 2,590 is money that we owe. If we owe something, it's a liability. Liability falls on the right-hand side of the accounting equation. Anything on the right-hand side of the accounting equation, when it increases, we must credit it. So let's see what's going to happen here. So creditors control, general ledger, okay, and then these are all the other accounts that we have. Okay, so before we even look at figures here, just think about it. Okay, we owe this amount of money, whichever money we're going to owe, that's going to come up here, and we've bought equipment, trading stock, consumable stores, and stationery with this money. Okay, so there you go. First transaction, 31st of January. Okay, we call it sundry accounts because it's a mixture of accounts. We took it from our creditors journal and it was 2,590. Just want to go back one step, gentlemen. Okay, let's go back here to the creditors journal. Okay, 2,590, there it is. We call it sundry accounts because we're going to go log it under the creditors control, but we can't call it creditors control under creditors control, and it's a mixture of accounts. That's why we call it sundry accounts. So if you have a look again, there it is on the 31st. Okay, sundry accounts. We took it from the creditors journal. It was 2,590. Okay, what happened on the 31st again? Equipment went up by 1,200 Rand. Equipment is an asset. Assets go up on the debit side, hence why you see it on the left-hand side. We took it from our creditors control. Or rather, if I can put it this way, we've bought this, but we've bought it on credits, and therefore it's gone into our creditors control and increased our creditors control. Okay. Same thing with trading stock, bought it on credits, increases our creditors control. Same thing with consumable stores, bought it on credits, and the last one, stationery, which we also put on credits. Gentlemen, if you add this 1,200 Rand and this 800 Rand, that's 2,000 Rand, plus 400 Rand, that's 2,400 Rand, plus 100 Rand, that's 2,500 Rand, plus 90 Rand, that's 2,590. So as we can see, our credit side is equal to our debit side, and our general ledger will basically balance because of this. Okay, let's have a look if we now paying back. So we've bought stuff on credit for 2,590. Our creditors control went up on the credit side because it's a liability, and liabilities go up on the credit side. But what happens when we pay this thing back? Okay, so first of all, we'd be paying back in our cash payments journal. Okay, and the only new column that's going to be new for you guys is we now record payments made to our creditor. Okay, so we are now paying back. So if we pay back, let's say 2,000 Rand, or that's 2,590 Rand that we owe, it now goes into our creditors control in our cash payments journal. And when we take this over to our general ledger, which side must we now put it on? It will obviously go on the debit side, because our creditors control will be decreasing because we are paying back that money, gentlemen. Okay, so let's just go have a look at our general ledger. Creditors control, we've already seen this transaction which happened, okay, when we bought more stuff on credits. Okay, now we're paying back the stuff. Transaction that's going to happen will be on the debit side. Okay, it will be coming from the cash payments journal because we are paying back, and it will be whatever amounts we are paying back at that time. Okay, gentlemen, I hope this all makes sense. Okay, thank you.